What's up, guys? It's Mike with Shallow Reefing, coming back at you with another video. And today, I can't believe it, but it's been a year since I've had this Hygger Wavemaker Inverter Aquarium Wave Pump in my tank. Yes, it's a mouthful. There's a very long name for this pump, but let's get into the nitty gritty. What did I like? What did I not like about this pump? All right, first off, the full title is called Hygger Aquarium Inverter Wavemaker Pump, and this is a particular model, and it is the HG042. So that's quite a name for the pump. I told Hygger, I was like, hey guys, you might want to make some catchier names for these pumps. But with 1 year of use, I've had absolutely zero, and I mean zero, difficulties with it. In fact, this is on the lowest setting in this 20-gallon long tank, and you can kind of see how it's ripping through and just kind of hitting those corals a little too hard. I actually prefer this pump in this tiny tank to be dirty because I need the flow to be cut down. At the lowest setting, you do not want this pump in a 20-gallon tank. Even if it is a reef, it's gonna be pumping a lot of water through it. And I have it on the random mode. It's the M5 mode, so it kind of ramps up and down. It has different, settings. Hygger says you need to put this in a 75 to 200 gallon aquarium. I kind of agree with that. The smallest tank I would put it in is probably this 20 long when it gets really dirty. But if you have a 40 gallon breeder and you have a mixed reef tank or something like that, this pump would be pretty solid to start off with. And right now it's only 79 bucks. The price point for this pump is amazing. So this pump is only rated to be up to 15 mil glass, but I will tell you what, I had it on my 19 mil glass and it held on there. Granted, it was kind of a loose connection, and extra 4 mil is pretty huge in glass thickness. But Hygger, man, you over delivered on the magnet, strength, which kudos to you. I appreciate a company who says it's good for 15, but we can really do 19. So you can see that J-Bout SLW20 that I have in the back. That is a wide angle flow, and that flow, it's kind of dissipated within about, 2 feet of the tank, maybe. So that flow goes to right about here and it quickly dissipates. But this Hygger easily hits all the way across the 20 gallon, and when I was doing my test, it easily made it past 4 foot and was going about 5 feet, and it kind of tapered off after that. But that flow is much stronger. I would consider this more of a medium narrow flow that kind of pushes water pretty far. So you can kind of see my corals in the back aren't really getting hit too hard, but all the corals across the front are definitely getting that full flow. I think most of the pumps now also allow you to set up like a master and a slave, or a parent and a child, however you want to call it nowadays. And this does too, but I don't have any means to test it because I only have one of the pumps. But it's pretty cool that you can kind of pair them together. So the main reason why that is not in my main display tank is just because I need the right tool for the right job. My frag tank needed a little bit more flow in it, more directional flow, and my main display needs more widely dispersed flow in it just because it's a wider tank. So putting your pumps where the flow is needed is crucial. If you really need that directional flow, that Hygger pump, that's your best bet. Now, what I do like about this is that there are tons of steps. There's 20 steps for the flow, which is amazing. I always keep it at 1 just because this thing's pummeling my 20-gallon long tank. So changing the flow is super easy, a lot of steps. Feed mode is always great. It's pretty responsive when you hold it, and you can also, change the flow patterns. Let's see, 5 is what I needed it back on, and it's pretty responsive. I like it. Maybe it's a little bit big if you want to complain, but it's a good controller. It's solid. I like it. All right, guys, so I really can't say anything bad about the pump. It's a solid pump, and I'll be real honest. You guys know that I had a problem with Octopulse 4s that I had. They were running for about 4 years at 450 bucks, and it lasted 4 years. You're talking about $100 a year for it to last. And this Hygger pump, which didn't push out as much as that Octopulse 4, but is pushing out 3,400 gallons per hour at like 79 bucks. I mean, price comparison wise, this is competing with that. I mean, if it dies in the next year, that's awesome for me because it's 2 years worth for a pump that was 79 bucks. Now, Hygger did give it to me for free a year ago and said, hey, make a video about it. They didn't tell me to make this video for the follow-up for a year, but I think it's important for you guys to know that that's a really solid pump. So if I needed a pump and I needed, you know, kind of a directional flow that kind of pushes out kind of a lot, like 3,400 gallons per hour is no slouch at all. That's some good flow, especially if you got like a 4-foot tank, if you got a 75 gallon, 90 gallon, and you're on a budget, why not get a pair of these? But not really a fan of the blue that they gave me, but I mean, it's free, so whatever, I'll deal with it. I would definitely get the gray. The gray one looks way better. I like pumps that don't stick out. So if you have like one of these pumps and you need it on like the back of the tank or the side of the tank, I'd probably go with a color that's not so standoutish. Unless you are one of those people that have like a blue background, then you can put this blue one right on the back and it would be seamless. That'd be awesome. Okay, quick search on Amazon. It looks like there's a newer version of the same pump, but just all in black. It looks like they still have the older version that I have in blue, but I mean, the colors are the colors. I don't care, black pumps, blue pumps, all pumps pump water, and they're all gonna be doing great. All right guys, so that's all I got for you this time. If you like what you see here, and you wanna see more, click the subscribe button. Give me a like, give me a comment below, and let me know how you like this long-term review of the Hygger Inverter wave pump. And as always, I will see you later.